So I just wanted to say that the reason why I gave up on dating is because of like numerous of reasons. I'm gonna go over some of them, and all these reasons, in my opinion, are some valid reasons. And some people are not gonna agree with it, but it's just my life. Problem is that a lot of people, they have different experiences, or they have different reasons why they give up on dating, especially women. But I'm gonna tell you something. The reason why I gave up on dating, the first one is that I'm pretty much everything that a woman doesn't want. Like, I'm from head to toe, I'm just like, everything about me is just, turns women off. From the way I look. I'm not saying I'm ugly, but maybe to women I'm ugly. From my height, I'm pretty short. I'm only like 5'7" on a good day. I'm socially awkward. I'm kind of autistic. I don't have friends. I've been loner most of my life. So it's just like, it's just like all these reasons, and I have a lot more reasons which I'm gonna mention. I'm not like financially stable. I'm not flat out broke, but I'm not financially stable to the point that I can take care of a girl. Like, I cannot give her the lifestyle that she wants and shit. I'm not built, like, I don't have no jawline. My jawline is like alright, I'm ethnic. I'm not white or black or Hispanic. I'm from a crappy family. Growing up is just, in a crappy family, in a clueless family with no guidance. I didn't learn nothing in life because nobody was there to teach me. I had always in my life, I had bad experiences with women, especially with people, with life, and all that stuff. So, and I'm not like a player. Obviously I'm not a player. I'm pretty old. I'm about 32, and I never had a relationship. Still a virgin. Never had intimate relationship with no women. So I'm pretty much everything that a woman hates, I'm everything that a woman hates. And when I interact with women, I can see the disgust in their face and all that stuff, because they can read me like an open book. They can read that I never had anybody. I don't have anybody. I'm a loner, pretty much. I'm not like a ladies' man. And it's just like, it's pretty tough deal, like going through this. And me personally, I want to interact with women and all that stuff, but part of me tells me like it's never gonna get anywhere, because it never got anywhere. Like, every time I talk to a girl, it's just like something happens that prevents from us dating, actually. It's something happens that, it gets stopped somewhere, and usually at the early stage, like, let's say the talking stage, first date, sometimes not even the first date, sometimes when I'm texting them, they leave me on red, or we had a cool conversation and then all of a sudden I get ghosted, or when everything is good, the vibe is good and all that stuff, I'm asked them out for a date and they flaked on me. Or sometimes, this is very few times that happened to me, very few times. I've gone out on the first date, never made it to the second date. It's just like, or sometimes, actually this happened to me like a couple times. I was friends with a girl and it never got to like a boyfriend girlfriend stage. It never elevated to that level, or to the next level, and it's just like, for me there's no point, honestly. Like, it's just like I said, every time I talk to a girl, it's just like it never goes anywhere. It's usually very short, like, conversation, very short, like, thing, and that's it. And they go their way and I get left dry. And especially with things nowadays, with the women these days, like, with all these stuff that happening, with all these movements, with all these woman empowerment and feminism, and what's the other movement called, 4B or something. All these movements, it's not making it any better, but making it like 10 times worse. I never consider myself to be like somebody that was like, pumping and dumping women, and I never was that type of guy that I could change women like I'm changing underwears, because they never wanted to. I wanted, but they never wanted, and that's another reason. Like, in every situation, I was the one that, try to make it to the next level, but they just didn't want it. They just like put a wall in between, like, me and them, and they just wanted me to like leave them alone, basically, or just being a simp, just give them validation and attention and all that bullcrap. But throughout my life, teens, 20s, and all that stuff, I never was the guy that was aggressively talking to girls and getting tons of phone numbers, and going on tons of dates, and had tons of relationships, or like intimate physical relationships. I was never that kind of guy, but I've seen like I was seeing like all these other guys that were like that, and it was kind of bothering me. And then I grew up like that, bro, because I lost my confidence, I lost my self-esteem, like long time ago, when I knew I wasn't desirable for any women. Like, no woman will see me as her boyfriend, no woman will see me as valuable to even be talking to. And that kind of crushed my self-esteem and confidence, And a lot of people say like, oh, you got to be confident, bro. I'm like, how can you be confident when like you never had a chance? You know, how can you be confident when like every girl is looking down on you, bro? Like, how can you be confident when like every girl is looking at you like you ain't shit, you know? Like, how can you be confident? Like, if I was a Chad, if I was a Tyrone, yeah, I understand like why I should be confident, bro. Because like women throw themselves at these guys, you know? These guys, they never had to be worried about like get left on red, get flaked on, women playing games with them, playing with their minds and all that stuff, leave them strangling, you know, like it like these guys never experienced that. But I've experienced like so many times that, you know, women playing games with me, women like playing mind games with me. They always like, you know, they always try to run games on me. They always like see me like, oh, this if this guy was the last man standing on the planet, I would never give him a chance, you know. And it sucks, man. And also another reason is that because of the expectations, you know, so many expectations from the society that it's on me. You know, I should be this, I should be that, I should be like 6'5", I should be good looking, I should be Chad, I should be a player, I should get Stacy's and all that stuff. I should be rich. I should be a trillionaire. I should have like 20 businesses. I should have like 5 or 6 houses, like mansions and all that stuff by this age. I should have like 5 or 6 kids by like, I don't know, 4 or 5 baby mamas. You know, I should have been like accomplished a lot in my life. I should have been like travel at least like to 10, 12 countries. You know, I should have already moved out of my mom's apartment, even though I'm paying the rent and all that stuff. I should have been already living with a girl, you know. My body count should be in the 50s, like 50 by now. But unfortunately, it's the 50 without the 5. And it sucks, man. It's just like getting older is not gonna help you, you know. Getting older is not helping me, definitely. Like my hair starts like turning gray because of all the stress and agony that I've been through. Because of my life, because of my experiences in life, you know, because of like I've been crapped on so many times in my life. I had so much stress and anxiety. I've been in I had depression for more than a decade. I never like, you know, I never had a girlfriend, obviously, so I can have some good experience, you know. I can have some intimate experiences, you know, so that would calm me down, that would calm my stress down. But I was just my whole life I was just going to work, come home, like going to work, like stressed at work, coming home stressed out. And my life was a constant like battle, you know. And also another reason why I gave up on dating is because of the competition, you know. I mean, every girl has so many options that I'm completely invisible to her, you know. I'm like a little piece of sand in a Sahara desert, bro. And it's just like I could never come on the top anyway, you know? Because why? Because so many men, most men are taller than me. Most men are like way taller than me. Most men have way more experience than me. Like they have tons of experiences. So it would be easier for them to, you know, get in and out of relationships or smash and dash these girls and all that stuff. Like play them around, you know, make them a rebound and all that stuff. So it's extremely easy for them to do that. But you know, and also like you have to compete with so many guys. You have to compete with guys richer than you, taller than you, better looking than you, more player than you, have more money than you, have better career than you, have better car than you, have like bigger house than you, if you have any house. You have to compete with guys that they're more talented, they know more stuff, they're more intelligent, and you name it, man. It's just like the competition is so much, bro. It's so freaking much, you know. Like if you want to think about it, for every girl there are like millions of guys, bro. Like you have to compete with millions of guys just to get that one girl. And the chances are you're not gonna get that girl because like out of that million, bro, you're not gonna be better than all those millions of guys, bro. I'm telling you, unless you're Chad, unless you're like extremely good looking, unless like you're extremely tall and charismatic and all that shit, you're gonna get left out, bro. Like you're gonna get left in the dust. So it's just one of those things, you know. And I look at my life, I'm like, I mean, shit, I've been a complete failure, bro. I've been a complete failure from my dating life, and at this age, how can I compete with? You have to compete with guys younger than you. You know, like I'm in my 30s, bro. Like I have to compete with somebody who's like 23. I have to compete with somebody who's 19. I have to compete with somebody who's like 26. That sounds like impossible, bro. Unless like I'm a millionaire and shit, that's not gonna happen, bro. Because you gotta have something. You gotta have a bunch of things actually for a woman to see you as valuable, bro. But when you're just an average guy, you're just like, you're invisible. Like I've been invisible my entire life to women. For my physical appearance, for the way I was, for the way I grew up, and all that crap. And that's another thing that bothers me, man. Being invisible. Especially to women. And what bothers me more is that every time I see these girls, or the girls that I try to hit on, they're always talking to some other guy, bro. Like it was never going wrong. Like they're always talking to some other guys. And that would make it much more difficult for me to find somebody, bro. And another reason that I gave up on dating is because I know my reality, bro. I know my reality. The way this world is going, you know, it's just like, it's kind of impossible for me to find somebody, bro. And maybe some of you guys are gonna disagree, but hey, you know, you guys never had my experience. Like, so many of you guys who are watching, you already got like lucky, or you already had a relationship, or you already had like flings, you already had your one night stands and all that stuff, whatever it is, man. Like, you guys already had that. I never had that. So you guys never gonna understand like the real struggle. Like, I'm a true cell, bro. I'm actually a true cell. So, and being a true cell, you already know what's going on, man. Being true cell, you already know like your reality, bro. And the reality is, you're just another doomer, bro. You're just a doomer that never had a chance and most likely never gonna get a chance. At this point, I would say only miracles has to happen. You know? Unless miracle happens, I will never gonna get lucky. And that's just how it goes, man. But with that said, I'm not gonna make this video long, like a long drawn out rant. So I'm just gonna get out of here and let me know what you guys think. You know, let me know if you guys are agree with what I'm saying. You know, like, cause I know like everybody has their reality. You know, everybody knows truth about themselves. So yeah, I'll catch you guys on the next one.